This would be a good time to ingest some extra caffeine. Late night adventures on the gridiron, and we all know anything can happen when you kick off after dark. Welcome to the home of the BYU Cougars and Lavelle Edwards Stadium in Provo, Utah. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the Stanford Cardinal, taking on the 24th ranked team in the land, the BYU Cougars. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. Stanford about to tee it up to get this one going. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So the BYU Cougars offense will get the ball first. And David, if you like big plays, and I know you do, and highlight reel catches, and I know you do, we've got a guy for you on this offense.
Man, it's so fun to watch him, not for defensive coordinators, defensive players, but this is a guy that can make plays all over the field. He will be highlighted, just the speed, the playmaking, the catching ability. Jesse, he will make plays early and often.
Man, it is so nice as a quarterback when you have a guy like that lining up, because you can just throw it anywhere in his vicinity and trust he's going to find a way to get it done and make the catch. Even when he's defended, he is always open, and you're going to see him line up all over the field, and he'll get the ball in a variety of ways.
Knocked down at the 31 after a gain of 5. Kalani Sitake got this Cougar program back in the national spotlight last season. 11 wins, and boy, did they do a great job in finishing off close games.
And boy, are they fun to watch. You talk about close games, yes, they won those, but fake punts, fake field goals, going for it on 4th down, like BYU's brand of football, Palmer, is always entertaining.
It's always entertaining. I remember a little while ago, people were wondering how they were going to fare in the Big 12, but they've proven that they can compete for a conference championship, and who knows this year, maybe take the next step to the CFP.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Back to pass, it's Hillstead. Fires to the wideout. He makes a catch. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down.
When you play zone coverage and you got a wide receiver that's a beast, it becomes very, very difficult. I got to make sure I play physical and maybe even shade the side of the wide receiver having a lot of success.
And the Cougars are marching down the field. He'll pull it on the read. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
As an offense, you're okay with that. You're going to run option plays, and sometimes you're going to bust it big, but sometimes you don't necessarily read it correctly, get some positive yards, and then we come back and we do it all over again with different reads against the different defense.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop.
And those little runs, man, they don't look great in the box score, but I love when an offense stays on schedule, and it makes those 3rd downs more manageable, easier, harder to attack me now from the defensive perspective trying to get to me. So it's an easy, simple play for this offense, but I love it.
They're going to go to the air on 3rd and short. Caught near the sticks. It's Roberts. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a 1st down. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
Yeah, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
Got it in the middle, it's Ryan. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
Yeah, this defense is going to have a plan for this tight end, especially when he lines up in the slot, because there's a lot of different routes he can run, and because of his size and his wingspan, he's very, very difficult to cover.
BYU coming to the line with 1st and 10. Now from inside the red zone. Caught behind the line.
It's Martin.
Now the connection takes it to the 11.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Operating in the red zone here on second down. Looking downfield, it's Hillstead. Right on the money. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening.
You get the completion, and now you set up a manageable third down situation in the red zone. This is a huge down in distance in this game.
Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. He'll go to the sneak.
Well, and he gets stuffed on that QB sneak. He's just not doing a really good job of reading the crease and finding a little space to kind of tuck into and drive his feet. He's just running himself into a wall, Dave.
Well, and how about the big boys up front? Make a crease, push somebody back, create some space. There was nowhere to go.
And here comes the field goal unit. And this ought to be a chip shot from about 20 yards out. It's good. He hit that one right down the middle. And the first points of the day come on that field goal.
Well, this team knew coming into tonight's game they had to get momentum early, playing at home. They want to get the crowd into it, so you get a beautiful drive here to start this thing. You would have liked to cap it off with a touchdown, but listen, you set yourself up for a field goal, you knock it through the uprights, you've got the lead, everything right now looking good.
So the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away after putting up a field goal. Let's see what the defense can do. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Split backs here. To the ground with the back. Finds a little bit of space, gets 3 to the 22.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Throws for the tight end. Got his man. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
And you see so many smart wide receivers, so many smart tight ends nowadays that they know where the holes in those zones are, and they work with their quarterback, and they find them, and they sit down in them and make big plays. It's tough to sit back in zone against such smart players nowadays.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Brown wants to pass. It's complete on the right side. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down.
Hey, listen, on offense, just take what the defense gives you. Quarterback looks out wide. He sees the DB way off of the receiver. Throw him the easy hitch pass. You'll take that completion.
It is deafening in here, soaked in noise as BYU tries to get a stop on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Here comes the heat. Oh, he can't hang on to the football. A big play sitting right there for the taking, and they can't get it done early in this one.
And I think on that last play, that's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball. Man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave him a chance, but that thing had incompletion written all over it from the moment the ball left his hand.
They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Just a short pass to the tight end. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
The more hats you have near the football, the more likely you are to cause a fumble. So many guys with their hands wrapping around guys. The ball's bound to pop out occasionally, and you got to be in the right place at the right time.
The Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. They're going to need to get something started, finding themselves in a 3-0 hole. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And that's what makes this defense so difficult to run against. They've got guys up front that just push offensive linemen backwards. They basically push the blockers right into the lap of that running back.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Brown will throw it. Under fire. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
That is how you start a drive. Meet the physical challenge on 1st down. Rush the quarterback, get the sack on 2nd down, and now put him in a 3rd and long situation. Nice job by this defense.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again. 3rd and long, and the defense dialed up. Heat, and more heat.
And I love that. I love being aggressive on 3rd and long. I want the ball out of the quarterback's hands. I want to find a way to play man coverage on the outside. I want to make it very uncomfortable for you. I don't want to give you time, and the defense did just that.
Stanford lines up to punt it away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. That ball will make its way out of bounds, and they'll mark it dead at the 15. Good news, I guess, a lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Pulls it in. It's Bachmeier. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29. Passing game kept the drive moving. Here's 1st down. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Caught in the backfield. It's Ryan. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Yeah, nice job by the defense. That's what you're supposed to do. As soon as they catch the football, you want to limit that yards after the catch, and he went nowhere after the catch. Nice job by the D.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? From the gun, running back on the move. Makes it past the marker. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a 1st down.
And, you know, big chunks like this don't happen unless you commit to the run game. You got to get those big boys up front into the game, understanding I want to knock people off the football, create some holes like you do here for my running back, make the game easy.
Motion from the wideout. Got it behind the line. It's Bachmeier. Trying to hit him with a quick game on 1st down, and nothing doing there.
That cornerback putting his face in the fan, I love it. Coming up quickly, making a tackle in space.
The Cougars have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Back to throw. It's Hillstead. Here's the heat. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
Sometimes you beat your guy and you get sacked so clean, and sometimes, like on this play, the DBs do a great job covering, make the QB hold the football, and then the rush gets home.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Caught over the middle. It's Hagan. He won't get there. It'll bring up 4th down.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on third down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. Whoop-de-doo. You've set up 4th and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
They punted away on 4th down. Nice job to make the fair catch at the 16. Make sure that ball didn't bounce into the coffin corner. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Doyle. Breaks into the open. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
Leaves it with the running back. Not a lot of daylight. He gets one to the 32.
You definitely want to commit to the run game. You want to establish the run game. You want the defense to honor it. But if it doesn't work a little later down the road, you might think about airing that puppy out.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. On the option. He'll pitch it. Gets it past the marker. He's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets it to midfield.
And this defense has to be so disciplined. Like, you just got to understand, I can't all go for the quarterback. And too much attention on the quarterback. We didn't play the pitch really well. That's why this offense is really hard to stop.
Stanford going back to work with another 1st down. Brown wants to pass. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Fires into traffic, picked off. Didn't let him get loose on the return, but he'll take it as they have the ball at the 47.
Well, I love the job by the coaching staff there defensively, matching the personnel of the offense, putting their dime package out on the field. So you bring out the extra defensive back, you're anticipating a pass, perfect timing to run that personnel, and you get the pick.
Good field position to start this drive at their own 47. They'll start this drive going to the air. He makes the catch close to the sticks, but he'll be a little short of the 1st down.
When you run this out route, you know you're starting to get close to the sidelines. I know I got to start slowing down and find a way to drag or get one toe, a pinky toe, a big toe, whatever I can inbounds. Nice effort, nice catch, way to keep something in bounds.
Rides the back on the option, the give. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down.
Well, the defense is on their heels right now. They're going to have to find a way to stop this guy. When he's got a head of steam, boy, he is hard to bring down.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 35. Pulls it and fires to the left. Oh, he's got some space. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14.
Get the big-time receiver involved early in the game. That's a huge key for this offense, no matter who they're playing against. But you can see, with his size, with his ability after the catch, this guy is a weapon, and he's putting this defense on alert early.
The Cougars, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. Firing to the right, complete. And that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after a short gain.
Important in the passing game that it's not just receivers doing all the work. You got to get running backs involved. You got to get your big fellas. You got to get the tight ends going too.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. Looking to pass. It's Hillstead. He wants it all. Touchdown, BYU! Fitted in the window for the score. lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they cap things off with a 9-yard touchdown pass. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. He'll bring it back looking for help. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Looking to throw on first down. Catch in the middle, it's Doyle.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
The Cardinal can be aggressive here on 2nd and short. The give on the option. He'll get a fresh set of downs stopped at the 31-yard line.
And this is a guy that can find you the hidden yardage. That play, he just pushes the pile to get that first down.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Oh, the fumble, and the defense got it. Touchdown, Cougar! And they turn it into a defensive score.
And the defense comes with the blitz. Nice job getting to the quarterback. And don't just get there. Try to strip that football out. They get the QB to the ground. The ball's out. They scoop it up, take it all the way back to the house for 6.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is good. That is a defensive player's dream. Ball sitting there, chance to scoop it up, one with it, and they don't stop you until the band starts playing. Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. And he takes this from inside the 5. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. That's the end of the quarter, and BYU is on top. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the first period as we look at the stats. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the second period and they try to find a way to answer. They've got a first down here to open the period. Coming out on first down with the play fake. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want because they can't keep their quarterback standing up straight.
These guys are bringing serious heat. They are like sharks swarming and just getting after the passer. Brown will throw it. Got his man on the right. Made a defender miss. And he gets it to the 44-yard line. It'll be a first down.
It's important on offense to get the tight ends involved in the passing game. These are big fellas that can run. This guy's a big target, so nice job on that play.
Not the most productive half for this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. 1st and 10. They'll run it behind the big guys on the left. And he's very fortunate to get it back to the line of scrimmage, greeted by a sea of defenders. It's amazing how play by a defensive end in the backfield can really swing the momentum not only of a series, but of a game sometimes.
All you're trying to do is create negative plays, to get them behind the sticks a little bit, to get those sacks, to get those tackles for losses. You see so much stunting in college football up front with the defensive line because you know once you get one of those plays, you got the offense right where you want.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
Stanford to the line on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, they're after him. Oh, and he took a shot as he threw that one away.
Man, this quarterback is going to need an ice bath when this game is over because he is getting whacked. We've seen him go down. He's been sacked time and time again. He just got nailed another time on that last play. He can't wait for this game to be over.
The Cardinal will have to boot it away. He makes the fair catch just outside his own 10 at the 11-yard line. Opening play of this drive comes from the 11. Back to throw, it's Hillstead. And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line.
Well, obviously, at this point in the first half, the defense is finding themselves in a hole. And you just get the feeling if they're going to get back in this, they're going to need more plays like that. They're going to need sacks. They're going to need turnovers. They're going to have to create negative plays to get themselves some momentum.
And the Cougars trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Looks as if he's going to run it. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. The Cougars need a massive chunk play to move the sticks here on 3rd down. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. He lofts one down the sideline. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now has taken out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place, and that time they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense needs a little bit more of that as the game goes on.
He'll haul it in right around the logo. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. Stanford has it back. The Cardinal offense returning to the field. Fires to the right. He's got an open man. Oh, and after the big gain, the ball's loose. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover.
Great job by the defense here, forcing the fumble on the wide receiver. Look, understanding the ball came out quick. I got to break, get hats to the football, secure the tackle, try to get that football out. Nice turnover, nice hustle by this defense.
They'll get this drive going from the 17. To throw, it's Hillstead. Unloads to the wideout. Complete to the right. Out across the 40 and forced out of bounds at the 42. And now this offense is clicking. You get that turnover and you try to punch them hard immediately on the first play, and they come up with a big gain.
And when the defense is running on the field, you are thinking sudden change, sudden change. When they create a turnover, a lot of times offenses want to be aggressive. They were, and they get rewarded.
Looking downfield on 1st down. Looking to the big tight end. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch.
The big fellow laying out. Look at that body control, using all that muscle, all that strength to lay out and make the big catch for his team.
Now a 1st down from the 45-yard line. Wants to go up top on 1st down. It's incomplete, and he's lucky to get that one back, almost intercepted.
All right, well, the quarterback's showing you he is human after all. Finally throws an incompletion, and not just that, after a couple completions back to back to back, almost throws a pick.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. They'll run play action. Grabbed behind the line, it's Martin. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
I know a lot of people are going to look at that play and say, man, that was a bad play. Didn't gain any yards. But that could be the offense maybe setting something up. The play caller is going to remember that last play. He's going to remember how the defense reacted to it, made a quick tackle. They might pump that throw and then hit another player vertically down the field for an explosive play down the line. Just keep that in mind.
And there was no space, nowhere to go. That play went absolutely nowhere.
Sometimes you just need a dude to show up and make a play, and he did.
Sometimes you just need to block that dude, and they didn't.
Looks as if BYU will have to punt it away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. And that one will bounce and roll out of bounds. Let's see exactly where they mark it. They'll snap the ball. First play of the drive coming from their own 24. Leaves it with the back. He was looking for some place to put his foot in the ground, but the defense was everywhere, and he's knocked down behind the line.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case, and there, they try to run the football in the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up for a loss.
Now the play fake. Pocket breaking down. He's got him. And they get to him and knock him down to prevent a big gain.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
They've made third down offense a key. It'll be tested on 3rd and long from the 28. Makes the catch. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it at the 36.
There's a reason 3rd down is called the money down. What a great find by the quarterback. Great job finding his receiver. At the end of the game, you look at 3rd down percentages. It tells a huge story, and it goes a long way in deciding who wins a football game.
Brown wants to pass. Under fire. Hit as he throws. Almost intercepted. It'll fall incomplete. The defense almost came up with a turnover.
And this is why this team is losing this game right now. They cannot protect their quarterback. He's already been sacked a bunch of times. Almost got sacked right there. This guy doesn't have a chance with the way this offensive line is playing.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. After the incompletion, they go back up top. He's got his man, makes the grab.
For an offense, slant routes against man coverage are really a rhythm throw. You take your steps, you get the ball out, it's got to be in a good location. Quarterback and receiver on the same page there.
Stanford at the line, needing to convert on 3rd and short. He wants to throw it again. Zings it complete to the right. He'll step out of bounds just short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49 after a good pickup on that play. They didn't get too greedy there. They knew what they needed, and he gets it just past the sticks.
Yeah, and I'd like to see the defense maybe be a little bit more aggressive, a little more in the face, because QBC's easy access. I'm going to throw the football. My receiver's got a little bit of space. He can get the first down. I'd like to see the defense make him work for it a little bit more.
Oh, he had him right down the middle, and it just squirted right through his fingers, and they miss an opportunity for a nice play on 1st down. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Turns it loose. He's got it. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18.
I know this isn't the start the offense wanted. They don't have any points so far in this game, but sometimes it just takes one explosive play to turn things around. And after that beautiful completion deep for the offense, that should give them a little confidence, a little momentum. They've now got us to be able to score points on this drive.
Touch pass on the run. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver and different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
Off the play fake. Grabbed behind the line. It's Ford. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Really good defense. You know, you're trying to stay as close as you can to all these targets, and most importantly, those open field tackles and getting them on the ground as soon as they catch it. That's a major deal for defenses, and that was a good example there of it.
Brown will throw it. Into the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
And the offense got themselves in a tough situation. 3rd and long, so hard to execute, especially when the field starts to shrink. But the good news is they got a field goal in their back pocket.
And the field goal unit is on the field. From the left hash, he'll try to bend in a 37-yarder. Didn't make him sweat at all. It's good. That'll close the gap to 14.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
After putting 3 on the board, the kickoff unit ready to go. And here's the return. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. They'll get things started on this drive from the 24. Wide receiver comes in motion. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. And the pressure gets there, and down he goes at the 18.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes as an offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
This offensive line has just been unable to keep them away from the quarterback. Now it's 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Grabbed in the middle. It's Roberts. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
When you get man coverage, you definitely like taking advantage of the inside really quickly, running a nice slant rack real quick, being physical, getting on the inside, quarterback putting it right on the money.
3rd down conversion's always a huge stat, and they've got a 3rd and long from the 27. Pulls it in. It's Bachmeyer. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker.
Offense facing 4th down.
BYU will bring the punt team on the field. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. He makes a fair catch, couple of steps inside his own 25 at the 23-yard line. This drive opens up at the 23-yard line. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Snagged in the middle. It's Blackburn. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the 1st down. Sometimes your tight end's a safety valve, and sometimes he's your go-to receiver.
And the offense knew right away it was the primary target. It was where he was going with the football, because you know you get a little bit of suck up from those linebackers with the play action, and you feed the big fella.
Brown wants to pass. Finds the tight end. And they'll shove him out of bounds after the short gain. This tight end just creates matchup problems no matter how you try to defend him.
How about the catch radius on him, too? So as a quarterback, you don't have to be perfect when throwing it to him. You just got to get it somewhere in his vicinity, and he can come up with the catch.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Working that wide receiver screen. And good blocking in space out there to give him enough room to pick up the 1st down.
Hey, man, if you're going to make plays like that on slant throws, you got to be able to make catches in traffic. Good, strong hands by the wide out there on the slant.
Stanford gets set to snap it on first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Gets it out quickly. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
And now on second down for this offense. On the run, it's Ford. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
They'll snap it from the gun on third down. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting the throw going his way, and they put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
Stanford lines up to punt it away. Fourth time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. Able to keep them from getting a return, and the ball goes out of bounds. They're going to mark it right around the 20. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Shoots it to the left. Makes a connection. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. You open a drive like that and you've got some operating room. It's first down from the 38. Looking for a man. It's Hillstead. It's complete to the right. He stepped out of bounds right at the 45-yard line, and now they're starting to put things together. The Cougars in a good spot here with second and short. Off play action. Grab near the marker. It's Hagan. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42.
This defense is being challenged, and this secondary in particular. And I know a DB made the tackle there, but we're only in the second quarter, and already this quarterback has over 200 yards passing.
They'll snap this one from the 42. It's first and 10. From the gun, they'll try the middle. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup. We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. After picking up a couple, it's second and 8. Looking to fire. Grabbed on the outside, it's Bachmeyer. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup. Receivers work tirelessly, tapping that toe along the sideline, and it just looks so natural for him.
Yeah, it can't just be pat and go all the time, right? Reese just jogging down the field, ball hits you right in stride. You got to be able to make awkward body catches and do it getting your feet in bounds. That was sweet.
Finds a crease at the 20. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening. First and goal from the 9.
Yeah, third and 1, you know they're running the football. It's just a matter of who's getting it and where they're going. But this offense, it really didn't matter. Nice job up front, nice execution, picking up not only the one, making it an even bigger play and getting the first down.
Now on first and goal, a score here, and that mountain is huge if you want to make a comeback. Finds his big tight end. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. They've pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on second and goal. Caught in the backfield, it's Roberts. Quick timeout by the defense here, trying to make sure everyone has the same call.
I'll tell you, I just don't like throwing wide receiver screens against press man coverage. Receivers are not great blockers, and they just couldn't get it done there, and as a result, the offense actually loses a couple of yards.
And they can't make the play on third down.
Man, the defense, they haven't had an answer for this guy. He has been lighting them up in the pass game early and often so far, and that time just not able to hook up with his quarterback.
And for the second time tonight, they'll trot out the field goal kicker from the left hash, and this distance ought to make that angle pretty easy to handle. Right down the boulevard, it's good. And now the lead is even bigger.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
They keep pushing that lead out, and the kickoff team's getting some work. On the run from inside his own 5. And the returner will be brought down. This drive will open from the 15. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right.
This slot receiver is a guy the defense has to be careful of. He runs good routes, he's got some speed, and if you're not careful, this guy can gash you.
Stanford with a lot of options here on second and short. Brown will throw it. Complete with conviction on the crosser. And it's a first down. They'll mark it at the 44.
Now, I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
Bakes the grab on the left. The offense calls timeout, and they won't have any more left this half.
And these quarterbacks have to really trust their wide receivers that they're going to be disciplined and run to the right route when they're throwing that ball to the outside like that, because those corners are sitting there on the inside, and the worst thing that could happen is to miss inside and that cornerback be going the other direction.
Well, we knew coming into this one the tight end was a big part of this offense, and you've seen it early in this game. They've moved him around. They've thrown it to him in a lot of different ways. Defense is going to have to make some adjustments trying to stop this guy.
Here's the pressure. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
Boy, this defense is ridiculous. On point. They know how to rush the passers. Multiple guys getting it done. 5 sacks, and we are still in the first half.
That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Fellas, looks like we've got a great atmosphere today in Provo. And this second half will likely come down to which offense can figure something, anything out. Take some chances, get creative. Both offensive coordinators had full heads of hair at the start of this game, but right now, they look like cue balls after one frustrating first half. And with that, let's send it back to our broadcast team inside Lavelle Edwards Stadium.
BYU about to kick it off to open the second half. On the move from inside his 5. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. Good news, I guess, a lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Brown wants to pass. Bring in the heat. All alone as he catches it. He'll step out of bounds right at the 35-yard line, and maybe they've got something cooking.
Nice patience by the quarterback here working against zone coverage. He was allowing his receiver an opportunity to find that open space in the defense before pulling the trigger.
This quarterback part of their running game.
quarterbacks generally, guys, we know, they're not as big and not as physical runners as running backs. So it is going to be trickier for them to break tackles. I like the idea of getting the design quarterback run game going. But moving forward, let's see if we can get him out to the perimeter.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. They'll run it from the gun. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
Third down coming.
And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. Rushes on him. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
Well, they're trailing by a lot of points right now, and the problem is there's usually only one way to get back into it, and that means throwing the ball, and the defense knows it. And that's why they're pinning their ears back. They're dialing up blitzes. Guys are just rushing upfield, and they're finding it easier to get to the quarterback. They've got a few sacks already in this game. It's going to be even easier at this point because this offense has just dug themselves into such a big hole.
Stanford lines up to punt it away. That leg is staying loose. Already the 5th kick of the night. Signals for the fair catch and hauls it in just shy of the 30. Let's see if they can put together a drive starting from their own 28. Dropping back, it's Hillstead. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver is going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
So now it's 2nd and long. They'll throw again after the incompletion. That's reeled in. It's Hagan. There he goes. And he is marked out of bounds after another big gain. This aerial attack has had no problem moving the ball with chunk plays. It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. Quick completion on the out. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down. He's just winning that matchup in the slot every time.
And when you put him in the slot, Reese, he's closer to the quarterback. It's an easier throw. We can run in, we can run out, and really take advantage of his versatility of the guy at that slot position.
And the Cougars come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. It'll be a run on 3rd and short. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short.
The run game just has not been working for this offense all game long. You saw it on that last play as well. Just not getting enough push up front on the offensive line. They haven't been physical enough.
Looks as if BYU will have to punt it away. This will be the 5th kick of the night. And nobody able to handle that punt, and they'll let it bounce and roll out of bounds. This drive will commence from their own 11-yard line. Off play action on first down. Looking for a deep man. And they can't make the connection, going for a big play on first down.
This offense has had some struggles early in this game so far. They're just trying to get something going, and so you take a shot. You try to find your best one-on-one matchup and see if they can make a play. The defense was ready for it. Good coverage on the back end. They look very prepared. All 11 guys on defense right now playing together as well.
Turning it on. Finds his way ahead for 6 and a little breathing room to the 17.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
The Cardinal come to the line facing third and short. Right back to it. He did not make it a stone wall on third down.
Well, it's a negative play trying to run the football, and I think if you're on offense, you got to be thinking about throwing it now. You're trailing by a lot. You got to get back in this game. You need tempo, and you need explosive plays through the air.
The Cardinal will have to boot it away. They'll be forced to kick for the 6th time tonight. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. BYU has it back. The Cougars ready to get into that playbook. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time, David.
And it's important to put that punt behind you. It's over. Let it go. Get back to what you were doing that built this lead.
Yeah, and defense, obviously, they won a few downs that last drive, so you got to put them on their heels here. Maybe mix up a few personnel groupings and try to show them some pictures they haven't seen yet.
The Cougars can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Dropping back, it's Hillstead. Pressure coming. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49.
Nice coverage on the back end. Great job. Nothing open right away. The QB holds the ball in the pocket, and the pass rush finally gets home. Sometimes it's the DBs doing great work. Sometimes it's the defensive lineman winning up front.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third down, he drops to throw. A strike downfield. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down.
To be honest, I think the quarterback was a little bit surprised himself at the play call that came in that time. You've got a 3-possession lead here in the third quarter of this game. You're probably expecting some short throws, some runs. And this play caller is still asking for shot plays. And listen, you're the quarterback. You're happy to oblige when you've got the playmakers you have offensively. Just keep chucking it.
Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down.
One of the things I love about the passing game we've seen on offense so far here is just how good the decisions have been by the quarterback. He's not being too greedy. When the shot plays have been there, he's taken them, and they've scored points because of that, but he just takes what the defense gives him, and you're just whittling away, and you're marching the ball down the field.
Breaks into the open. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And that is why this guy is a true dual-threat quarterback. You've seen him all game, hurting them with his arm, already over 200 yards passing. And how about his running ability now and flashing that on the option play? There's a variety of ways he can take the game over, and the defense is figuring that out fast.
They'll keep it on the ground for first and goal. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Offside, defense.
Offense will take that. Free 5 yards every time. Bad discipline by the defense.
He'll do it himself. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
And how about the aggressiveness of this defense? I love this. Don't let him get to the sideline. Kept the ball in the middle of the field, went after the quarterback right away like some missiles, and got him on the ground.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. He'll run it to the middle, looking for the end zone. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on third down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely tight windows. Find your big body guys that you know can win in contested situations here on third down.
Quarterback running on the draw. He's a tough, crafty back, but he couldn't find his way to the marker, and it'll be fourth down.
Brings up fourth and goal.
And this kicker has had a busy night. The field goal unit is out there for the third time. He'll boot it from the left side, and from this distance, that angle ought to be fairly easy. Just drives it between the uprights. And that will extend their lead even further.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
They're really starting to extend that lead as they get ready to kick it away again. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Looking to take a shot. Makes the grab down the left side. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Might as well try to punch them while they're reeling. You get one huge play to set it up. Now it's 1st and 10 inside the 40. Brown will throw it. And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious.
You want to have a lot of success on defense? Make the quarterback feel uncomfortable. This defense has been doing it time and time again, and you can tell this quarterback doesn't have a prayer.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. The play action fake. Bought a little time, lets it go. Fires to the big fella. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker.
Well, you hear all the time that the tight end's the QB's best friend. You saw a perfect example of it on that last play, right? 2nd down, you need to pick up some positive yards to keep this 3rd down manageable. Really nice job of executing that.
Looking to throw again. Here comes the heat. Makes the grab. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 11.
This quarterback has been really good today. Has been on top of it, seeing things really, really well. That pass right there put him over the 300-yard mark. That's a pretty good day.
This Stanford offense is humming, set up with another 1st down. Running back searching for a hole. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
That's a great play by the defense. They've got the lead by a lot here in the 3rd quarter, and the offense is trying to run at them, and they just completely blew that thing up. Big tackle for loss. They've now put him in an obvious passing situation. Expect them to pin their ears back, try to get after the quarterback here.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. And he'll chuck that one away and save the down. Nobody was able to get open. Stanford comes to the line, and that 1st down marker is a long way away. Brown wants to pass. Looking for the score. It's incomplete. He was shooting for the end zone right there.
I know we're in the 3rd quarter, but because they're trailing like they are, they're right now in 4-down mode every single drive. You throw an incompletion down in the red zone, this is a no-brainer. They're going to be throwing it again, and we'll see if the defense can step up here.
And they'll send the field goal team back out for the 2nd time tonight. Never a doubt. Right down the middle.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
So they're lining up to kick it off after that last drive. Put a 3 spot on the board, and now the defense will try to shut him down. He'll return it. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. On the move. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Looking for room. It's Martin. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 1 to the 22. It'll be 3rd and long. Trying play action. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up in pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front seven on defense, it's going to be tough.
BYU will bring the punt team on the field. 3 and out. They got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Takes it on the return. Little pressure on the coverage team there, and they'll stop him at the 47-yard line. Good field position to start this drive at their own 47. Off the play fake on first down. He finds a dead spot in the middle. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37.
Great job by the offense. Listen, if the defense is going to sit back in zone, you know what you got to do. Run those crossers across the formation. Those guys that are looking at the quarterback, they're not trying to pick up receivers all the time. Make those precise throws right in those holes. Get those first downs. Get those big chunks.
Brown will throw it. Fires to the tight end. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
Got some of the work done on first. Now let's see what they have on 2nd down. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Not much there on the run. He gets 1 to the 31. And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. In the gun, looking to throw on 3rd down. Fakes to grab. Just outside the red zone as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 22.
Obviously, great job picking up the first down there through the air, but you're trailing by a lot of points now, and you're in that area of the field where you should take a shot. If I was the offensive coordinator, I'd be thinking about throwing this next one into the end zone and trying to cut into the lead.
The give to the back. Stonewalled again. No gain on the play. They keep trying to stick with the running game, but there's not much getting done.
And after taking a big loss on that run, you just wonder if you're on offense, if you may abandon that part of your game and just start trying to throw it. You're down by a lot here in the second half. Third quarter, you've got lots of time, but you need to throw the football to get back in this thing.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Doyle. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
On 3rd and short, they'll go to the power running game. He rumbles all the way down to the 2-yard line. He gave a little bit of everything on that one.
You ain't getting by all these guys right up the middle unless your offensive line and your tight ends and everybody is putting in the work up front, committing to blocking. The running back does a great job finding the hole, exploding through. How about that nice, big, huge gain? If I'm the OC, let's call that one again.
Slams ahead. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Cardinal. Oh, the offense shows some life here and cuts into the lead with that score.
And, man, they needed it. They had to have something to go right. Listen, still down, but this is a great start to getting back in this ballgame.
PAT unit on the field. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. They went 54 yards on that last touchdown drive and finished the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. The returner will field it and try to set up his offense in great field position. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll go to the ground. Just gets it to the 20, a pickup of 1. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody, based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the fourth quarter. Back to throw, it's Hillstead. Got it in the middle, it's Ryan. And he's almost to that first down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the first down. The Cougars lining up, just needing a few tough inches on third down. He'll keep it on the sneak.
And David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get to.
And I know that defensively too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successfully.
BYU with the 1st and 10. He'll keep it himself. Got room to work. Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36.
And you're seeing his dynamic ability to run the football. That time on the option play, I know he doesn't pick up the first down, but that's still a good chunk of yardage, and the defense wasn't ready for it. Moving forward, expect the offense to go back to the option play again and see if someone will finally take the quarterback and force him to pitch it.
He's going to let one fly down the middle. Grabs it inside the 15. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Cougars.
And what nice play design. You get your speedster, you put him in the slot, usually get a better matchup, and then what do? You fade him towards that sideline, run a go. Nice ball thrown way out wide. He just runs underneath it, and just too much speed. Couldn't catch him. Gets in the end zone for 6.
Getting set for the point after. And that extra point is a big one as they now have a 3-possession, 17-point lead in the fourth. Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Brown wants to pass. Pulls it in. How about this senior picking up some yardage and making a nice play on that one? Always nice to have that security blanket of the tight end.
And it's nice to have a tight end that can line up in different areas of the field, too. It's not always going to be in a 3-point stance. He can sometimes be in the backfield. You could flex him out into the slot. They might even try to put this guy out at wide receiver in the split end position and see what he can do there, because this guy is a weapon.
Finds his tight end. And not much doing there as that defense runs him out of bounds. They flexed out that tight end a little bit, and you know the tight end's always open.
Always open, quarterback's best friend. And this guy's a problem, Reese. He's a matchup problem because he's too big for DBs to cover, and he's too fast for linebackers to cover. He's showing you his athleticism there.
Second down, he'll throw it. Gonna take a shot. He's got it inside the 30. Touchdown, Stanford! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone. Wait, can I get the director to give me a replay of that? I want to count the defenders. 1, 2, 3. I mean, there's no way they had 11, right?
I mean, that is frustrating. Defensively, what are you taught? Like, make them earn it, right? Play man, press up on them, make them earn it, make them go the length of the field, don't give up big plays, or just give up big plays and don't have anybody in the camera shot and don't have anybody there to even miss a tackle.
Lining up for the PAT. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And they cap things off with a touchdown pass from 59 yards out. So the kickoff team will come out after they turn in a score on that last drive. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. They'll try the run. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Play callers love it offensively when you can run the football when the other team knows you're going to do it. That is called imposing your will. And here in the fourth quarter with the lead, very first play of the drive, you break off a nice run. He might just call the exact same play right again here.
Catch in the middle. It's Buckmeyer. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup.
This offense is not letting up, guys. They've got a lead here late, and they are still taking shots. They're still looking for explosive plays. This defense just has not had an answer here all game long.
And the Cougars come to the line trying to find a way to convert on third and very short. He'll keep it on the sneak. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33.
And the QB sneak has been around for 4,000 years. Obviously some exaggeration, but so hard to stop. Quarterback gets it, starts to burrow behind that offensive line, and now you got the push behind with these guys. It's almost impossible to stop.
BYU coming to the line with 1st and 10. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
They'll run play action. He'll take the deep shot. He's got it on the outside. And they exploited that soft spot, and they get it down to the 35. He just keeps piling up numbers with completion after completion in this standout performance.
And I think some people might say late in the game, you got the win, everything's in hand, be a little bit conservative, or you just say, I'm just going to keep doing me. And what I do with this offense is throw the football all over the yard, and I'm going to try to win me a big trophy at the end of the year.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in the game like this, right, you still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
Now on 2nd down, they want to keep moving forward and keep that clock churning. The run from the shotgun. Past the 1st down marker and still running. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play.
And this is a situation this offense trains for, having the lead late in the game, running the ball to ice it. They're just bleeding seconds off the clock. It's been a beautiful drive so far, and the defense, even though they know they're going to run it, they just can't stop it.
He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to to cash in on this drive.
Brings up second down.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Back to pass, it's Hillstead. Under fire. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
And if your job is to irritate, to confuse, to hit, to make quarterbacks feel very uncomfortable, this defense is definitely doing their job. 6 sacks, that's the way to make the quarterback feel like he's having a hard day. He's had no response. This offensive line has no response, just a sack party.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Unleashes to the end zone. Pass is broken up, incomplete as they were trying to strike for 6.
Really nice 3rd down sub defense there at that time. It's 3rd and long. They're expecting pass, and they're mixing up their looks. They're trying to change the picture pre-snap to post-snap to confuse the quarterback, and now forcing the incompletion, setting up 4th.
And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. Never a doubt. And that lead grows even bigger.
I really like the decision by this offense because now they got to score 2 touchdowns. Time is not on their side. I can stay very, very conservative, use that clock. I like the decision by this offense.
So after the made field goal, they'll kick it away and rely on their defense. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Wants to throw on 1st down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
Now. Brown will throw it. Got a man. It's 4.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on you.
3rd down coming up, and the Cougar faithful are doing everything they can to help out this team. Leaves it with the back. And they did not let him get to that 1st down line. It'll bring up a call here. Stanford lines up to punt it away.
On to punt it away.
Makes a nice grab at the 25. And he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he stops. First play of this drive comes from the 35-yard line. Finds a little space. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44.
That's such a nice start to this drive, too, because you've got the lead late and you want to run the football. You want to be physically dominant. Defense knows you're going to do it, and still, on the very first play of the drive, you're able to rip off a long run like that. Great vision there, and a nice job up front with the surge by the O-line.
On the run, it's Martin. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down.
And I think as a running back, if you're this guy, you're licking your chops right now. This is what you want, right? You've got a big lead in the 4th quarter, and you're smiling because you know you are going to get the rock. They're going to force-feed you the football to try and ice this game, and he's paying him off right now. That's a really nice run.
From the gun, the running back has it. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Dropping back, it's Hillstead. Punts it out of the air. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. A shot toward the end zone. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
And that's exactly what I would do, too. Why would I not keep throwing that dude the football? I know it was incompletion, but he has had a day. He's been cooking this secondary, and they've tried to find ways to get him the ball because he has been so dynamic today.
Punt is on its way. Wanted to make sure not to give them a chance for a return as it goes out of bounds. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Looking to throw on 1st down. Quickly out to the tight end. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
A good start by this offense. Something positive on the first play. The drive is good. Listen, the hill is large, right? Like this, we need 2 scores. We got to have 2 touchdowns to get back in this game. We got to be aggressive. We got to take shots, but obviously not put the football at risk.
They go to the ground. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
I think at this point of the game now in the second half, down by as many points as they are, it's going to be really hard for the offense to sprinkle in the run. They tried it there. It didn't work. I think you got to be thinking about the passing game now and start trying to identify playmakers out on the perimeter of the field that can get you back in this game.
Rides to back and leaves it. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
You know, the runner just has to have a little bit more patience. He bounced that thing outside a little too early, and as a result, lost yards.
Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the 4th quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Finds a man in the middle. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34.
I think if you're the head coach at this point, you're telling your offense, it doesn't matter what's happened up to this point of the game. Obviously, things haven't gone our way, but we have a chance to execute in a 2-minute situation and give ourselves a chance to win. Let's go do it 1 play at a time.
Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Finds his big tight end. He'll go out of bounds at the 38-yard line as this offense patiently tries to work the ball out of its own end.
This is a fun spot to be in defensively. Like, it's late in the football game. You know they're passing the football because you're up a couple of scores. You pin your ears back. You try to get to the quarterback. Play smart. Make sure you rally to the football tackle and don't give up the big plays.
Here's a heat. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. Touchdown, BYU. The defense putting points on the board.
They're winning the game, and the defense is helping out their own cause. That's the 2nd time in this game they've recovered a fumble and taken it in for a touchdown. We know they're opportunistic, and they pride themselves on being athletic and being physical, but they're showing you why you cannot make mistakes and cough the football up when you play them.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point right down the boulevard is there now up 20 in the 4th. The scoop and score. What a lift it can give to the defense. Not content to get the ball. They wanted to do something with it, and they did. On the run from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. Oh, they're after him. And he will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
And that is a major reason why this team is losing the football game. They can't protect the quarterback. They can't generate big plays in the passing game because up front, they're getting beaten time and time again.
The Cardinal increasing the degree of difficulty after that last play. It's 2nd and long. Brown wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. It's caught downfield. And he'll move his way forward to the first down. They'll mark it at the 35.
My goodness, dude, that is close to 500 yards. Most people can't do that on air. Most people can't do that in a video game.
Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. To the air on first down. Pocket breaking down. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Under fire. And the pressure gets to him again. Another sack.
It's always so hard for offensive coordinators to adjust their game plan. When you lose your starting quarterback, now you got your backup in. A lot of times there's so much cautiousness, and you just don't want to run them that much, or you don't feel comfortable with the whole playbook. And you can see it there, and you can see the cautiousness, the hesitation led to a sack.
On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
You know, I'd be worried right now if I were this head coach. I've already had my starting quarterback knocked out of the game, and I'm watching my backup quarterback now get ragdolled around as well. What can we do to protect him and give ourselves a chance to win this game?
Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Here's the pressure. Got his man. He is stopped short, and they'll turn it over on downs. Just a crushing blow at this point in the game. The give as they work on that clock. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and the clock is definitely on their side. They'll just try to run it out here. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Wide receiver going in motion. Touch pass on the jet sweep. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
Really good job by the defense seeing it and going and getting it. Nice job understanding the touch pass. It could happen. Those guys go in motion, man. I got to understand. Safety's got to see that, start flying down, getting ready to play that. Nice job by the defense being ready for that play.
And they don't want to waste this great field position here on 3rd and long. Got it, looking for the first down. They stop him short, and we'll have a big 4th down coming.
He's tackled at the 24-yard line. Offense facing 4th down.
And they'll send out the field goal unit. And this will be a 41-yarder coming up from the right side. Right down the boulevard, it's good. And now the lead is extended a little further.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, 4th quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we looking pretty good.
That last score just a little icing on the cake in this one as they get set to kick it away again. On the move from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Brown will throw it. Fires to the tight end.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk about that's going to be positive for this offense.
To the air on 2nd down. Bringing the heat. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. The offense uses a timeout, 20 ticks remaining. Now 3rd and long, and trying to play catch-up in more ways than one after that earlier sack. From the gun, wants to pass. And he feels the heat coming, and it burns him up. Another sack. Timeout is called by the offense. 16 seconds left in the game. So here they come going for it on 4th and long. The aftershocks of that earlier sack still reverberating. He's got it. First down and more. And not much of a 4th down gamble when it's that much of a sure thing. An easy conversion for this offense.